Hey everyone, welcome to DKFC. I'm Wade McElwain, Sports Ambassador for DraftKings. Joining me, Andy Davies, DK writer Jamie Hinks, and Tyrone Atkins. Now, of course, DraftKings is all about picking together your best 11-man team. This week, a lot of games going on the Premier League, week 34. I'm going to ask these guys, who is on your team when you're putting together your lineup for DraftKings? Who's on your team? You got a goalkeeper, you got defenders, you got midfield, you got forward, you got utility players. Who's going to be on your team? Now, this man beside me, he hates goalkeepers. He absolutely hates them. Who's on your team, Andy? Who's your goalie?
I've actually got a goalkeeper I quite like.
What?
Yeah, why not?
You like
I like this guy. I've gone for Fraser Forster of Southampton. He's on at 3,500, and that kind of reflects his sort of slight fall from grace over the last couple of months when he was like sort of incredible, and I think was costing like 4,000. He was at 4.1 at one point. Yeah. So he's dropped in price a bit, but an average of 9.2 a game. It's decent money, and they're playing Newcastle, so I imagine he could quite easily keep a clean sheet. So yeah, I've gone for Fraser Forster.
Jamie, who's your goal?
Ben Foster from West Brom. He's expensive at 3,900, but I like West Brom to get a clean sheet here. He tends to make a lot of saves. I don't think he'll be trouble particularly often against Watford, but then again, Gallo does like to have a few shots every game. Yeah, he might even get a win. I mean, it's not completely alien that West Brom could beat Watford. It's not really a game that anyone cares about. So,
did you call it a 0-0 draw? Is that 0-0?
Yeah, I did, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it's good to have keepers in 0-0 draws.
Is it? Yeah.
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet, yes.
Guaranteed points.
Guaranteed points indeed. Tyrone.
Logic around it is good. I've gone for Fabianski of Swansea because he's actually the one that's playing Newcastle.
Oh yeah,
Southampton are playing Everton, and Fabianski. It's possible Newcastle might score a goal. I do feel that Swansea will win, but one thing's for sure. There's going to be some limp, long-distance shots coming over from Andros Townsend that I think that Fabianski's going to be plucking out the air, looking at his watch and flicking it over the bar.
He won't be plucking them out in the air because they won't be on target.
John Joe will be shooting.
Someone in row 24 will be plucking out out here.
Well, this is fair, but quite rightly.
John Joe
peppering him.
He
So yeah,
Dribblers along the
Fabianski,
ground.
he likes a little athletic dive here and there. I think they probably won't get that many shots off Newcastle, but what ones they do, I think Fabianski should be all over. He's only 3.4 thousand. Averages around 6.7, which isn't brilliant, but this is Newcastle he's playing. He's going to have a good day, and I think he's the best goalkeeping choice around this table.
Tyrone going against Newcastle. All right, Jamie, defenders. Take me through your defenders, your logic, and no man crushes. We'll save that for a little later.
We will. I've gone.
We will.
Don't worry. Once we get to the forwards, it's all man.
Oh, I know. You become a little forward with the forwards. Go ahead.
I've gone Leighton Baines, very expensive at 5,000, but when he plays, takes the set pieces, he'll get points for crosses. If they get a penalty, he'll take it. 5,000 is expensive, but there's quite a lot of value here today, and I've been able to save money elsewhere, so I could get him. Jose Fonte. Everton really don't defend set pieces very well. I think they have the worst record in the whole league. Southampton have got some really good corner takers in that team. People like Ward-Prowse, Tadic, Davies if he's fit. Jose Fonte is only 2,400. I don't mind if he doesn't get a clean sheet if he scores a goal because that'll give me 10 points. And then Chris Smalling, they'll definitely get a clean sheet. And he might score a goal as well because Villa are absolutely awful at the back. I don't know if anyone saw Kieran Clark's ridiculous mistake this week where he just passed it straight to one of the other strikers. He did. If Chris Smalling's up for a corner, they might just pass it straight to him if they clear the corner. So I'll go for Smalling, 2,800.
Oh, value play. All right, Tyrone, defenders. What's your motivation? What do you got going on?
My motivation is budgetary. I've gone quite cheap as well. Let's start with, of course, I've gone for him. Is my favourite player at Watford is Alan Only 3,000. He's actually dropping. He's actually
getting cheaper.
He's
I know.
But he's still delivering the average of 7 points per game that he has been all season. So why not? I mean, Watford. Who Watford got? We got West Brom. He could get some joy running down the flanks. He does most games. Who knows what he can do? He's very, very cheap, and he's fairly reliable. So 3,000 averages around 7. That's good. I'm taking a bit of a risk. I'm going to let you all in a secret now.
Please do.
there might be a few Man United players in this team today.
Really?
No, right?
Wow.
It might just be because I don't even have to go into reasons why. It's obvious. And one of them is Rocco, who is a player I don't particularly even like.
Oh, he's terrible.
He's not. He was terrible
I
against
like
Spurs.
Rocco. He's not very good, but I
You
do like him. Yeah,
I like his style. He's got a good haircut and all, but as a footballer, no. He used to be good for me in Football Manager. You know, the game simulation. He was
cheap.
banging. He was cheap, and he'll come in, he'll do a job. He's not done that in real life for Man
He
U.
was so bad.
Oh, he was shockingly pants. He was
he
really
playing?
bad.
He was playing.
I don't know where he was there. He was all over the place. Him and Bleed, honestly, it was a comedy double act. But Rocco is 3.5 thousand, quite cheap. I think he's got to be playing for his future right now. He did a poor job of it last week in White Hart Lane.
He's got to play the Summit.
He has to, but he's quite cheap, and he is playing a certain team that's the worst team I've ever seen. So I've got for him, and I've taken a bit of a gamble. I've gone for Spurs alumni here. You might be interested. Now plays for Swansea. I've gone for Kyle Norton.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other Kyle.
The other Kyle.
The
yeah.
other Kyle.
If only the Pochettino effect was with him.
I once heard a Spurs fan at a ground at White Hart Lane once say, "We're never going to win the league with two Kyles in the side."
But you won't with one either, at the moment. Well done, Leicester. No, mate, you're not, though. But I'm not. Anyway, so Cole Norton, really cheap. 2.5 thousand. They're playing Newcastle. You know, he's not a guaranteed starter, but he has been coming on a lot, so there should be some points. He averages around 6, so not bad.
All right. Andy, defenders, you notoriously hate them as well?
I do, but this week I've got my cheapest defence ever.
Oh my gosh. Please
Ever.
do tell. Get us
A
into this.
grand total price of 8,600
For three guys.
3 guys.
Wow.
8,600. I thank you. First, I've gone for Timothy Fosu-Mensah of Manchester United. He was by far and away their best player last week. He was really, really good. So I imagine he's not going to play this weekend. Because
Van Gaal logic.
Van Gaal logic is, you were too good, you showed me up. Darmian's in. Which would be a shame, because he was really, really, really good. I've heard that Avram Grant is on a special mission to try and convince him to play for Ghana. This is true. He's flown into Manchester to have talks with Fosu-Mensah.
Hang on, Avram Grant's still going?
I think he's managed.
I thought Avram was on a special mission to take Man United down.
No, he manages Ghana now.
Is he?
He drinks his own urine.
They'll never win anything.
He does. He drinks his own urine, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, no, they can't sue us.
No. But what do you have? YouTube video of this guy like piss drinking or what?
No, his wife, who's a famous eccentric.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she said, yeah, we drink piss.
Was she just,
Our own,
His
obviously.
wife used to let him go to brothels as well.
Massage parlours.
Yeah.
But call them what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, his wife used to let him go to massage parlours.
Yes.
we call them
For a massage.
Yes.
That'd be a great
the South
TV show at home with the Grants.
Oh my God, yeah.
amazing.
Better
It'd be better than the Osbournes. It'd be great.
Better
Wouldn't
than
it?
those Dashians. Yeah, for sure.
So I've gone for him. He's 3,000 and he averages 4.8 points a game, but he's playing Villa, so why not?
Yeah.
Get him in the side. And he's cheap enough that if he doesn't play, who cares? Because of course, just because you do, we all do. At least 2 of us a week pick Neom, and I am no exception. 3,000. Yeah, he's getting cheaper.
He is.
He's getting
Brilliant.
cheaper. I'm looking forward to next week when he's 2.9 thousand.
I look forward to the point where he's paying us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to when he's sitting there. And then, weirdly, I've kind of got along with you. I've gone Man United, I've gone Watford, and I've gone Swansea. But I've gone for big Ashley Williams.
Yeah.
2,600. Yeah, I've never picked Ashley Williams before. I thought I'll pick Ashley Williams. I like Ashley Williams. The second best player in the current Welsh team. Yeah. Looking at you, Aaron Ramsey. Ashley Williams, I reckon he's going to score with a bullet header. Bullet header from a corner. Let's do this.
Bold prediction from Andy here. All right, midfield, big. There's some big money you can spend on the midfield here. Certain player from Man City who is worth it, gets the points, but he can blow your wad on him. Tyrone, where have you taken us in midfield? Take us through it.
I've blown my wad on that particular player.
Oh,
yeah. And I also spent 7.5 thousand for Kevin De Bruyne.
God.
Hey!
There we go. Dirty joke there for everybody.
Still not untrue.
Yeah, I don't know. But he is one of the best gingers in the world, isn't he?
He is the best.
We
ginger.
confirmed that he is a ginger.
Best
I think
ginger
he's
in the I mean, I take him as a ginger now. He started scoring.
Yeah.
Before that, when he was injured,
that-
he wasn't ginger.
I don't invest in this whole strawberry blonde myth.
He is strawberry blonde.
You're a ginger, then you're a redhead.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
then-
like part of the northern European countries. They've got that sort of, they can pull off strawberry.
He
blonde.
looks very
Yeah, the
Belgian,
genetics.
doesn't he?
he looks very,
very Northern
plain.
European.
Do you mean by that?
Plain, yeah.
Do you think he can shave? I'm not
I
convinced.
think his hair's the same colour as his skin as well. It is.
Same as chameleons.
That's brilliant when a redhead can get really bitchy.
Yeah. No, you don't.
I doubt very much I'm the only person around this table that's picked him, so I'm not going to wax lyrical. We all have over the last couple of weeks. He's been an absolute game changer for Man City. I still look at him and feel quite sad about how it worked out at Chelsea. Like, you know, we bought this absolute nugget. We loaned him out for a while. He had one tiff and Mourinho got shot of him, and then how many assists did he get for Wolfsburg last year?
Oh, it's
Came
ridiculous.
up 38.
38.
He's almost second in assists again in the Premier League, and he's missed.
And he missed
the
like
third of the
6
season.
games or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, he is phenomenal. He's one of the reasons why the Premier League is still, you know, must-see television every week in our game, because he's just brilliant. And even though he does play for City, it's just a joy. He's playing against Chelsea this week. Hopefully he doesn't have too good a game, but nonetheless, he's unavoidable. You have to pick him. So De Bruyne's in. Last week I picked this guy. First time I ever picked him. He scored. He plays for Newcastle. I've got Brandros, even though it's kind of counterproductive because
Lovely goal as well.
it was a juicy goal, actually. It was one of them one-of-seasons that he does.
Yeah, exactly. He's done it.
Yeah, he's done it.
Don't pick him again.
I know. There's really good logic there. No,
Really good logic.
I know. But he's 4.8. It's not the cheapest, but I don't know. I just thought, you know what? Let's just go for him again. So I've gone for Andros. And next to him, another Chelsea great, actually. I've gone for Juan Mata. He's been quite quiet of late. He's definitely played in phases this season for Man U. It's like when they've been playing well, he's been involved. When he's gone quiet, or they've gone quiet collectively, he's nowhere to be seen. People forget him. He's playing Villa. He's back.
It's only $5,000 too, is it?
And only 5,000.
Really cheap for Matt.
Yeah,
really
that's
cheap.
pretty cheap. And you're right.
He takes free kicks. I don't suspect that Rooney will be back, so he'll be on free kick duty again. He should be involved.
He's a nice guy. I was in Rochester. I won't say which one. I was in a prison today,
Okay.
just because I was.
Yeah.
And on the wall in one of the communal areas, they had a signed postcard from Juan Mata and one from Louis van Gaal. Nice
Was
guys.
there a
Louis
reason
van
why
Gaal.
those were in the prison?
No idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Nice.
A lot of Man United fans in the south, that's why.
Yeah. And a lot of Man United fans in prison.
I didn't think that was the point.
So yeah, Juan Mata, I'm a big fan of his still and his lazy ways, but he's a hell of a talent, and only 5,000, so get him while you can.
Jamie, midfield. Anything resonate the same that Tyrone's done?
No, I thought very long and hard about taking De Bruyne, but because they're playing Chelsea, and I think Chelsea are better than, maybe not better than Paris Saint-Germain, but Paris Saint-Germain have been bad in those two games, I think. I don't think he's played against anyone particularly good in the Premier League. Gylfi Sigurdsson I've taken. As I said earlier,
Take him every week, pretty much.
he never disappoints. He's the best player in he's been the best player in the Premier League in 2016. Like, forget about Aguero or Kane. This guy's been another level. He's dragged Swansea back from the dead, I think. He's good home and away. Newcastle's defence are not going to be able to cope with him. He gets over 20 DraftKings points every week at the moment, and is averaging 12.9. He's expensive at 7,700, but he's definitely worth it. A bit of a surprise here probably, but I've gone for James McLean of West Brom.
Oh.
Me and another one of the guys in the office, we were picking him for so long when he was cheap, and he very rapidly rose to above 5,000, and I was like, I cannot take this guy again because
What's he
he's too
getting
expensive.
his points on? Tackles?
No, crosses.
It's crosses.
Yeah. Got an assist last week against City. I think he'll get enough crosses in against Watford's basically why I don't rate Watford's fullbacks at all.
What, Neom?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
There's a reason he keeps going down every week.
Yeah, there's a reason because it's not what you're. Why is it?
Believers,
non-believers like me.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Anyway,
There's
James,
a reason. The reason is an oversight from
Mr. Draft King.
Mr. DraftKings.
I can't not take him at this price. He's so cheap at 4,400. You'll see how many points he gets on Saturday, and you'll be like, I should have taken him myself. And then
Challenge.
Ashley Young, 3,400.
Ooh.
Bit of a gem in there. He
Man
came-
United centre forward Ashley Young.
Yes, and it's against Villa, and he's going to send them down with a hat trick. I've decided.
Oh!
He doesn't need to start. He'll come on as a sub in the 80th minute. They'll score their goals.
And he'll score 3 goals in the 80th minute.
all in the same minute.
All in the same minute. Just keep
The
hammering.
Young minute.
Yeah. All right, midfield, Andy. What do we got?
Oh, what do? Do you pick De Bruyne? Do you pick Sigurdsson? Or I can't pick them both. If you spend 8,500 on your defence, you can pick them both. Get in! I've gone for them both.
Nice.
Kevin De Bruyne on one side, Gylfi Sigurdsson on the other side. I don't need to explain why. They're both fantastic players. We've waxed lyrical about them enough over the last few weeks. But who have you got in between them? I'll tell you who. Jefferson Montero. 3,200. He scored 16.5 points last week against Chelsea. Let's see if he can do it again this week. Averages 8.7 over the season, so it's probably unlikely. Hey, I needed to fit De Bruyne and Sigurdsson into the side. I felt that it was a kind of situation of having to pick between Messi and Suarez. Whichever one you don't pick, the other one's going to do the business. So I thought, you know what? I hate defenders, I hate goalkeepers, I hate other midfielders. So I'll have them
And
both.
strikers.
So I've got, my strikers are all right. It's amazing what you can bet when you really spend absolutely nothing on your defence. So yeah, I've gone for De Bruyne, Montero and Sigurdsson. You imagine those two just playing in the same team and looking across at each other and seeing Jefferson Montero in the middle going, yeah, I know. But that's what my team's all about. There we go.
He's on Andy's
You
team.
say that, you know what? So you say that, but I've only really looked at Jefferson Montero twice this season. That was our first game of the season, Chelsea's first game of the season against Swansea, and last week when we played Swansea, and he was bloody world class in both of those particular games.
Yeah, but the thing is, I looked at his stats. He only turns up against Chelsea.
He only plays well against
That's right, but it's
Chelsea.
still enough to send a shiver through me. It's like, God, he beats the shit out of us every time we play him. But
He'll be all right. He'll be all right this week. I reckon he's gonna, probably he'll be my highest scorer.
It is Newcastle.
Yeah, he's Newcastle after all. This is true.
So you saved some money for your forwards. We're going to move on to the forwards now. Andy, who do you have forward? You said you got enough money because you got some beautiful midfielders. What's going to happen?
I got a couple of decent forwards here. I think
All
I've
right.
gone for Rashford of Manchester United. Action Rashford, as I call him from now on. I don't know why. He was
It's like something you pick up in Amsterdam. Action Rashford going on.
Rashford. He was terrible against Spurs last week, but he was up against the best two centre-halves in the league. So, most strikers do struggle when up against Big Toby and Big Jan. But he's playing Villa. He's playing Villa this week. Unfortunately, he probably won't play now because Rooney might be back. Then that would be a shame. But I'm going for Marcus Rashford. He averages 11.4 a game. He still only costs 5,600. So decent value for a centre forward. The other one I've gone for, it might be slightly controversial, but I've gone for St. Diego.
What?
Diego Costa. I just think he's like a caged tiger.
We don't give points for biting, right? There's no.
We don't give
We don't.
points.
No, there's no biting or headbutting. We don't give points.
We don't give points for acts of violence. We do give points for goals. But like you alluded to earlier, he's going to be putting himself in a shop window. He's had a ban. He's back. He was playing very well before he got banned. Manchester City's defence, it's not all that. I think there's going to be goals in this game, and I think a couple of them are going to come from Diego Costa. 6.9 thousand. If I went for anyone that cost more, my utility players would have been utter toilet. As it is, okay. But he averages 10.4 points a game, and I've got Gylfi Sigurdsson and Kevin De Bruyne in my team, so I can.
God, I hope they suck this week. I hate this. Oh, he's so smug.
Jamie, take us to your forwards. Who do you have?
I've got Anthony Martial from Manchester United. I think he'll definitely play. Playing against Villa, there's no way they're going to be able to cope with him. Even the good teams struggle against Martial. He fits the bill as a wide forward that you really want in your team on DraftKings, because not only is he going to get possibly goals and assists, he'll also get crosses, shots on target. and and Van Gaal will want him to be tracking back and tackling. So I think he's going to get a lot of points.
But the way Van Gaal's been, he's probably going to start him at like left back.
I'm happy with him at left back. He can go up and down and get crosses in. It'll be fine. It'll be very expensive.
Dude, if he gets that ball, if he gets a hold of it, you're done. Like you just watch him. He finds a hole in your defense, and he's just those 19-year-old legs. You're gone
as well. He's a big.
It was a shot. I mean, the one chance United had against Spurs last week came from Martial. Yeah. And then Van Gaal sort of had a go at him for not scoring. It was like, hang on, mate. It was I think he might. The only chance you had.
He might let him off against Villa.
You don't
allow him to do whatever he wants. And then next to him, of course, Graziano Pella, 6,000. Why not pick him now? Everton are crap at the moment. He could get an assist. He could get a goal.
And he's gorgeous.
Yes. Gorgeous. They're crap in the air. He's gorgeous. 6,000, 10.1 points, and he's gorgeous.
And he is gorgeous.
He is. Tyrone does have his poster above his bed. If anyone wants to touch it, just talking about the poster above Tyrone's bed.
And in the bed.
No. You've got a Japanese pillow made in its image.
It's interesting, isn't it? I didn't even hear
that. Because you do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've gone for Martial as well. Same reasons. Right. He's an absolute bloody stallion, the kid. He's very young. He's come at a price, but I think he's going to be around for a good while, this guy. As long as he's managed correctly next year by Jose Mourinho, which I'm sure he will be. He's going to beat the crap out of Villa. I mean, because he's got all those things in his arsenal, in his locker. He has got shooting, he's got dribbling, and he's not afraid to track back and help out as well. I'm a fan. He's 6.6. He's not the cheapest, but
I don't think he's that expensive at that price.
No,
I think he'll get enough points this week.
I think he should,
especially against Villa.
Yeah,
he should do exactly. But all the same, I think he's gonna have a ball against Villa. And next to him, I've not gone from Pella. I've gone for his wingman, Shane Long.
Yeah.
I've gone for his wingman because he's shining playing off him. I mean, seriously, the pair of them, they're. If they walked into a nightclub, you'd expect that Shane Long's carrying Pella's bag. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I'll be on the back, and then, and Shane Long just ferries through and probably sends girls around for him and all kinds of running around. But
I really hope they flat share.
That'd be great. I would watch that sitcom. That'd be phenomenal.
Great.
We've come up with a lot of good show ideas so far.
Yeah.
Pella and Long.
Pella and Long.
Oh my God.
That'd be great.
Comedy duo.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be great. It'd be better than men behaving badly. Remember that shit? But that'd be great. But Shane Long has been playing very well. He's full of confidence at the moment. And like I say, when you got a player like Pella next to you, who's literally knocking everything down that comes in the air, he should have a good game. 5.1 thousand. Not bad. And they're playing Everton, as we've all established, a team on the wane. So those are my strikers.
All right, now also in DraftKings, you have utility players, or Utes, as I like to call them. 2 Utes. Name the movie. But, Jamie, who have you got for utility players?
Right, Swansea are playing Newcastle away. Alberto Poloski scored a couple of weeks ago, so 4,100. I can't not take him. Newcastle's defence is absolutely awful. He's only going to really get you points on DraftKings if he scores a goal, but, if there's any team he's going to score against, it's going to be this lot. Next to him, I ran out of money very quickly. I don't know what I've done. Saido Berahino from West Brom. Rondon is possibly out, and I really don't trust Watford. I know I said it would be 0-0 earlier, but I really don't trust them at the moment. They're really
shifty, aren't they?
They're tanking massively. You don't get draft picks in the Premier League. I don't know whether they've heard that you do or something. But the more work Berahino puts in as well, the closer he gets to that summer transfer to Spurs he's been wanting for so many years. So
at half the price.
At half the price, and he's only 3,500, which for a striker is very, very cheap. So that's my lineup.
Tyrone, Utes, who do you got?
I've gone for Marcus Rashford. I don't think that Rooney will be. Bang up for this physically. I don't think it's not even worth risking him against Aston Villa. They don't need him. They could play the kit man up against this lot, and they'll do all right. So I think Rashford will get a game. He'll need it after, his confidence took a bit of a dig, I think, last week at Spurs. He wasn't found out, but it was like a case of, oh yeah, you're 18. Boom. Wow. And he just got kicked out of the game. Yeah, exactly. Against Big Toby and Big Yan. They both got the same nickname according to you. It's good. Yeah. Anyway,
both big.
They are both big focus, but I would say that Marcus Rashford would be a good shout. He should be all right against Villa. He'll be involved in the action. He'll get some points. And next to him, I've gone for a comedy choice. I had 3,000 left, and I thought All right, Chelsea are playing Man City. Who might be a left field selection? Well, he's fit. Falcao.
Oh!
I've gone for Falcao because you know why? He's gone. I think he's gone in more ways than one. Not only is he, obviously, we're not going to extend the loan. He'll be going back to Monaco in the summer. But will he be going back to Monaco? Who knows where he'll be going? I think
We're going back to France.
he'll be going back to France. He'll be going back, who knows, back to Colombia. God knows. But he is fit. He's available. Pato didn't have a good game last week. Pedro should factor. Obviously, Costa will start, but who knows? Maybe Falcao will come up for a swan song. Maybe this will be his Hollywood moment, and he'll get a goal against Man City. He won't at all. I just had 3,000 left, and I thought I actually literally didn't recognise the other players around that range, and I didn't want to leave any change over, so I've gone for Falcao. It's the first and possibly the last time I'll choose him. So long. It's been good knowing you. There we are.
Andy, you've been pretty proud of your lineups that you've done.
Well,
I'm
proud of-
your midfield is gorgeous.
I'm proud of the fact that I managed to squeeze 2 good midfielders in. So I figured I need to squeeze 2 cheap midfielders into my utilities because I only had 6,500 left. All right, calm down, everybody.
All right. I'll come. Here we go.
My first utility player I've gone for is Samir Nasri.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's not as mental a choice as
It's like 3 and a 6.
He's the ever popular Samir Nasri.
Oh, no.
He probably won't start, but he's on the bench, and you know he's decided that he's the man for Pep Guardiola. I'm the kind of player he likes.
Is that what he said?
Oh, yeah.
And is that why he dyed his hair?
Yes, I'm the kind of. I'm not that Samir Nasri. Yeah, that was a different guy.
Not that
Danny
prick.
Nasri. Yeah. I'm not the divisive guy that got kicked out of the France side. I'm Danny, his brother. But I've gone for Samir Nasri. He won't start, but he might get some time off the bench. And you know, he had a good game last week. He scored. So who knows? Who knows? He could be. What's great is his average is 7.1, and I dread to think what it was before last week. Probably about 2.
I think it was around 2.
I think it was around 2. Yeah. He has been out injured all season. Then I've stuck with Manchester City through sheer laziness, and at 3.1 thousand, I've gone for Fernandinho in the middle of the field. He'll start. He averages 6.2 points a game, and there could be a little bit of blood and thunder in that match in the middle of the park. So I've gone for him. There you go.
That's it. 11-man rosters. That's what DraftKings is all about. Go to DraftKings.co.uk. Put together your own team. We're going to take a look at these guys' teams. Let's throw them up there. Let's go with Andy first. Look at that. Oh, new graphics. So great. And yes, he does very low in here, as you're right. 8,600 in the defenders. But blowing the big nuggets there on De Bruyne and Sigurdsson. UK, moving on to the next one. We got Jamie's pretty balanced. Fonte being the sort of cheaper one. And then getting Pele and Marshall in there. Some pretty good points per game. Sigurdsson as well at 7,700. And then Tyrone's got some pretty balance across, spending some big money on De Bruyne and also on Marshall as well. But pretty balanced teams all around. That's what it's like. Guys, we've just given you some great advice here. Maybe you'll use it. Maybe you can go and put together your own roster based on that. Go to DraftKings. Go to DraftKings.co.uk. I'm so excited. I just got it all wrong and jumbled. Welcome to the big time. This weekend, week 34, could be your big time.